Hey y'all, Elise here from Just Things with Elise, coming to you with a different kind of video today. I'm actually doing a channel swap with my friend Lalina from Why Not Budget, and I'm going to be doing a budget video from September 15th to September 28th, and Lalina will be doing a mini haul slash DIY video on making a fall wreath, and her video is going to be linked in the description box below. So if you are interested in seeing me budget from September 15th through the 28th, keep watching. Okay, and so I'm gonna get started with my budget, and what I'm using to budget is this planner that Lalina actually got me and a few of her friends for Christmas last year, and it is a Day Designer 2018 planner. And I'm in the notes section for the budget, and I'm just gonna fill this page out with our budget for the next 2 weeks. And I'm doing it from the 15th through the 28th because I get paid every 2 weeks and my husband gets paid twice a month, but that's basically every 2 weeks. But he gets paid on the 1st and the 15th, and this month I'll be getting paid the 14th and the 28th. So since yesterday was the 14th and today is the 15th, we started our budget over from yesterday when I got paid. So today's the first day of our new budget, which is the 15th, and then it's going to go to the 28th when I get paid again. But then we'll also be getting his check on the 1st. Yeah, that sounds about right. But anyway, enough of that. Let's just get right into starting this budget. So the first thing I'm going to do is just write the dates, not with the pencil. Write the dates of this current budget. So it's September 15th through September 28th. Oh no, that's an 8 and not a 2. And I don't have white out. Good enough? Hopefully so. And now I'm gonna write budgeted actual plus or minus. And so this is the amount that we plan on spending on whatever. This is the actual amount that we end up spending, and then the plus or minus means whether we spent more or less on that item than we had planned. And so before we actually get started making the budget for the 15th through the 28th, I'm gonna go back to our budget from the last 2 weeks. Oh no, got syrup on my paper. But we're gonna go to the budget from the last 2 weeks to see how we did there. And so all of this up here where it's already filled in, that's where the price was already known pretty much. And these are all bills up here, so when it posted the amount that the bill was actually going to be, I just filled it in even if it was or was not paid yet. And I have Netflix on here with a question mark because we moved into our house August of 2017, and we signed with Suddenlink for our internet. We don't have cable, and for signing up with Suddenlink, for the first year you have them, they paid for your Netflix account if you had one, and if you didn't have one, you got to have Netflix a year free. And so this was around the time that I thought that we should have to start back paying for Netflix because it's been a year. So I put that on there with a question mark and the amount that it used to be that we paid, just in case we did have to pay that. And it turns out I just looked at the account today and saw that we did have a charge from Netflix, but it was like $1.05, I think, more than what we used to pay for it, but that's okay. Since that's pretty much our cable, I'm fine with paying $11 and some change for cable. And other than that, we can just get right into it and fill out the rest of this. And so first thing is mortgage. That's how much our mortgage is, 15, 25, 21. And let's see, one blank space, it's Netflix, and I said it was $1.05 more than it used to be, but this ended up not being how much it used to be either. I just got that off the top of my head and it was wrong. Alright, and so then the next is Bank of America. That was $48 instead of $50. And most of the stuff ended up being what we thought it was, because that's basically the set price for it. But some of the items, like our electric bill, was more than we expected it to be, but then our gas bill was less than we expected it to be, and a bunch of stuff like that. And our car insurance went down. It's just starting over for a new plan, same people, just a new wave pretty much, and it's down lower now than it used to be, so that's a good thing. But now let's add all of this up together. And there's no cheating, so I'm adding it up right now. So just bear with me. Alright, and hopefully I added that correctly. I got 23.20.58. Let me know if you got something different. So if I did add it up correctly, we ended up spending less altogether, because over here on the budgeted amount, it's $23.54.53 that we were going to spend, but we ended up only spending $23.20.58. So that is, and yes, I will be using the calculator for any amount, no matter how big or small. And so that's a $33.95 difference between our budgeted amount and actual amount in our favor. So that's nice. And now we're down here to this section. And it says cash envelopes, but we did not use cash envelopes. We haven't used cash envelopes before, though I do want to, but I still always make a budget for it like we're using it. So it's like a digital envelope instead of cash. And so for these 2 weeks, I had $100 budgeted for groceries, $60 for gas, $20 for home goods, $50 for entertainment, $50 for me, $50 for William. We don't really budget for ourselves, but I thought I'd put it on there anyway and see if what each of us spent, see if it came out to that much. Eating out, $25, so that came to $3.55. And these little dots right here next to each thing, I wrote down everything that we did purchase or spend money on this. And I went back with the marker with that dot and crossed it out on the sheet pretty much, so I would know what to add up for each category in a faster way. And so I'm just gonna go through now. With groceries, we ended up actually only getting groceries once, and that was for Labor Day weekend when we barbecued. And we've been eating what we had at home and eating out, not a whole lot, but we did eat out these last 2 weeks a few times. And so the amount that we spent on groceries was $77.87. So that's less than what we had budgeted. And we actually ended up only getting gas once, but it is time for us to get gas again, so it lasted just in time for the budget to roll over, but it's pretty good because I was thinking that we got gas once a week, but it looks like it's every 2 weeks. And so gas ended up being $29.26 instead of the budgeted $60. It's about $30 to fill up the tank. And we did not buy any home good items. So that's 0. Entertainment. One of our friends who has been away for a while, he was deployed. He's been back for a little while, but we haven't seen him since he's been back. But his wife contacted us and let us know that they were having a little get together at this place here in Austin called The Park. So we went there last weekend for brunch with them. Had a really good time catching up with everybody. It was pretty fun, but we spent a little money for entertainment there. And then we got a red box the other day, and so that's going to count as entertainment too. Let's see. And so for both of those, it comes out to $29.77. So that's less. And for what I've spent money on, it's all going to McDonald's for lunch, using their stinking app, because you can get like a Big Mac for $1 with the app. Any kind of burger you can get for $1 unless it's the specialty craft whatever burgers. You have to pay the full price for those. So I'm just adding mine up now. Alright, so what I've spent, and it was definitely all on food, was $14.42. And William spent $11.24. His was also for lunch at work. It was just one purchase, that's why it was so fast for me to do his. And then how much we spent on eating out. And when I say eating out, I just mean grabbing some fast food, not like a sit down restaurant or anything. So we spent $32.43. So we went over on eating out, but everything else was under by a lot, so that's okay. So adding everything that we, oops. Alright, and again, hopefully I added it up correctly, but I got $194.99. I don't want to put y'all through me adding it up twice, so I'm just going to do it once and hope that it's right. So we were under budget by a whole lot for these categories, and I'm glad about it. And so the total for our cash envelopes and our bills for these 2 weeks comes out to 25, 15, 57. So the 2709.53 that we had budgeted minus the 25.15.57 is $193.96 that we can roll over to this week. Thank you for bearing with me while I got that taken care of, but we had to do that in order to start fresh on this week, well, these 2 weeks budgeting, and hopefully I'm still in the frame because I'm not used to recording like this, and I can't really see what I'm recording right now, so if it's out of frame, I do apologize. If it's in frame, thank you, Jesus. All right, and so for these 2 weeks coming up, the 15th through the 28th, I do want to put lines back in between like I had for the last 2 weeks, but I'm probably going to have to do that off camera just for space and everything, to be able to fit it right. Well, maybe, let me see, I might be able to use this sheet of paper to fold it and to do it instead. And I need 8 lines for bills for these 2 weeks. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's straight enough, right? Did I have this going up? Yes, I did. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and work with me one more time, paper. Just one more time. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good enough for me. Now let's draw the crookedest line in the history of lines. Alright, and so now I'm just going to fill out what we are spending money on this bill period. And I want to start trying to listen to me now, splitting up our mortgage between paychecks, so like saving half of it this paycheck and then getting the other half out of the next one, so that we don't have to try and pull it all together in one check. And so I'm putting that down, and the amount of $762.61, which is half of the mortgage. And we have Care Credit, which is a credit card. If you don't know about it, it's a credit card that you can use at different medical facilities. We ended up getting it because my husband had some dental work done, and it was before we had insurance, health insurance, and they told him that he could apply for that to pay for it instead. Wait, no, we did have insurance, but the remaining balance that the insurance didn't cost, that was what we got it to cover. Anyway, that's irrelevant. And so now we've been using it to pay for our dog's vet visits. He's 7 months now, but when we got him, he was a baby, like a newborn. He's still a baby now, but he was a newborn then. And so he had a lot of doctor vet visits that he had to go to. And so to keep from paying all that out of pocket, we put it on the care credit and then just paid off the visits through that. So that, well, when you do use care credit, they have a like delayed interest charge. So if you pay it off before a certain time, you don't have to pay interest on it. So that's what we've been doing so far on that. So you still pay it off and you don't have to pay any extra interest. That's a pretty good deal if you don't have any kind of health coverage or anything like that, or if you just need some help paying that extra part that you're responsible for paying after your insurance. And after all of that talk, the amount of the care credit that we're going to be paying is not the actual bill amount. It's $80, and that's so that we can hurry up and pay it off before the interest rate starts charging. Then we have our Discover card, which is $81. Our life insurance for $69.42. Trash, water, internet, and car note. So trash is $17.21. Water is $71.44. Internet is $85.13. And the car note is $241.68. And so our actual car note is $200, but then we got the extended warranty and all that good stuff. So after all of that, it comes out to $241.68 a month that we pay for that. And so that's all of the expected bills and how much they cost. So the total for all of that is going to be $1408.49. And then for our envelopes, quote unquote, I really want to do actual cash envelopes. One of these days we're gonna have to actually try it out. But for now, we just make a budget for the certain things and try and keep an eye on it as best we can, and hopefully don't go over. Let's see, so we will not be doing one for the doctor this pay period. I've been having acupuncture I only had 2 appointments, and I was gonna have another one, but we decided to wait on that for a minute, so I won't have a charge for that this pay period. But what we will have, let's see, we'll have groceries, of course, eating out, gas, and then this time we'll also have an oil change due. Entertainment, and this time instead of home goods I'm going to put miscellaneous, and then one for William and one for me, and I believe that is it. Let me just check really quickly, make sure I didn't miss one. Oh, that's it. So now we're down here, and for groceries I'm gonna go still with the $100. Am I not filling this out the same, guys? I feel like I'm not doing this the same. Is it the lines? I'm gonna put some more lines. Freestyle. Look at those squiggly wiggly lines, y'all. Alrighty. Boop, boop. Am I killing anybody right now? Just writing this freehand. Alright, and I like to put little dollar signs at the very top and on the total part. Alrighty, so I said 100 again for groceries, eating out. Oh, I knew it. I knew I wanted to add another thing on here. We are going, and the first weekend in October, I think, one of our friends is getting married, and we are going down there for the wedding. It's in Houston. And so we have to budget for that to make sure that we have the money ready. And so what I'm gonna do is just make another line. Do, do, do. We'll just pretend this, or this is not there. And I'm gonna put wedding. I guess I could have just put it under miscellaneous to make it not ugly, but it'll be alright. Okay. Eating out. I'm still say fitty bones. The oil change is gonna be probably about $70 after taxes. Gas, I'm gonna say $100. And the gas for going to Houston, that'll be included in this, not from our actual regular gas. For entertainment, $40. Miscellaneous, William, me, and the wedding. And so we'll save $100 for the wedding now, and then out of Will's check we'll take some more out. I'm gonna change this to $150. And then on Will's check we'll take some more out, and then that'll be covered. So all of this together, All right, 590. I know I could have just added that up super easy just by going through the list, like 100, 2, 3, so on and so forth, but I like to do it the difficult way, so I'm sorry. But that's coming out to 590 altogether. And so our total budgeted amount, and this doesn't, no, you're like, something important is missing off of this. Savings. Well, I don't have that on here. This is just expenses pretty much, and I don't count savings as expenses, so I don't have it listed on here. Sorry. But the total amount for this that we have budgeted is $1998.49. I'll just write it down here. And let's see if we made that mark or not. Here's hoping that we do. We've been doing okay budgeting, but we've had a lot of things in our personal lives come up that's caused us to miss a lot of work, which is okay for William because he's salaried. But me, I'm still an hourly employer, little meeker hourly girl. So me missing work really hits us when it's for a long period of time. But we shouldn't have to miss any more for anything. So we should be all right on the financial tip now. But that is it. We have our next pay period budgeted. It came out to $1,998.49 altogether, and I kind of want to add some stuff in just so they can be an even 2,000, but I'm gonna let that slide and not be crazy today. But I do want to thank you for sticking around to watch this video. If you made it to the end, congratulations. And don't forget to stop over at Lalina's video as well and see her DIY wreath. Again, that video is going to be linked in my description box. But other than that, I do want to thank you for stopping by once again. If it's your first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any more videos. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below and let me know what you think I should make a video about in the future. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, y'all.